Hey, what's up? It's Matt in Japan and welcome back to my channel. And today we're doing a video review for Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class Breakdown / Fully Combined Mode Menasor. Now that we have all the members of the Stunticons, we can finally combine Menasor and see him in all his glory, and we'll check him out at the end of the video. For now, let's get into Breakdown's details. Okay, so we have Breakdown here in his vehicle mode, and before we get into his details, he does come with one gun, and I recently found out that because this falls under the Transformers Legacy Evolution line, for some weird reason he only comes with one gun, which is this little blaster here, which is done in a white plastic with some black paint over it. And I have to say, this blaster is very lackluster compared to all the other guns that we got for the other Stunticons. You know, there's some nice metallic paint on them and things. This is just very it's kind of like whatever. So a bit disappointing that he doesn't come with two blasters for one, and the blaster that he does come with is very just plain and a little bit uninspired. So anyways, he does come with the one blaster there, and he does come with not really an accessory, but if you call this an accessory, he does come with a spoiler here, which can be taken off. It is just two 5mm ports there, and technically, yeah, you could, you know, put his gun there, but I mean, basically this is just a repaint, slight retool of Wild Rider. So like, why wouldn't you just give him two blasters? I think that is probably my biggest complaint with this figure. All the other Stunticons, 3 out of 4 car modes are, you know, the not only car modes, but the figures themselves come with two blasters. So why not give this guy two blasters? It just doesn't make any sense. You know, you can use this as a shield or a weapon in robot mode, but I will show you later. It looks absolutely ridiculous. So anyways, putting that spoiler back on. Now, as far as a vehicle mode, it's pretty nice. It's got some really nice white plastic, and I think the front of the vehicle, where this big red painted part with the big Decepticon logo, is very nice. Other than that, it's you know, it's a little bit lackluster in its paint job. There is a very nice blue trim that goes all the way around the car, which is a very nice detail. Kind of breaks up all that white there, so that is a little bit nice. Also, the fact that they painted the hubcaps. The front wheels look nice, but the fact that it's on that sort of mushroom peg on the back, that's a bit unsightly there. So for the most part, it is nice. Now, they did retool, taking that spoiler off again, and they did retool the back of this. It's pretty tight, actually. Just bringing in Wild Rider here, they did retool the back there, so you can definitely see the differences between Wild Rider and Breakdown. So they did retool that, but for the most part, the whole front of the car is exactly the same. And I definitely think Wild Rider pulled it off a little bit better. Again, with these sort of the nice red translucent plastic there. Here on Breakdown, you just get some kind of smoky, kind of grayish brown plastic for the windshield. And again, just, you know, it's definitely Breakdown, but it's just, I don't know, something about it. It just kind of bugs Anyways, let's get Breakdown transformed into his robot mode and see how he looks. Alright, so here we have Transformers Legacy Breakdown, all transformed into his robot mode. And let's take a quick look at how you can work the accessories. Accessory, really. Basically, you know, he can hold his one blaster in there, but it doesn't really peg in because of the way it sits on his forearm here. It's not a secure connection here, so it's kind of unfortunate. I really just think there's a big fail with these blasters here. As you can see, he doesn't really hold it very well. So another thing you can kind of do is have him hold it like this, as some sort of, I don't know, like a melee weapon or something, like a billy club or something. I don't know. There's you know, there's kind of dual pegs there that you can use for different kind of weapon. I guess that's okay, but the most ridiculous thing is this spoiler piece that just has these two pegs on it, and yeah, like, I mean, what is that, like a boomerang or something? I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be, but you know, he can hold it like this, like that. I don't know. It looks really stupid to me. If you put it on this side, it just, yeah, it does not look good. So I would definitely not call this an accessory. It's just the spoiler for the car mode, and the fact that he just comes with the one blaster, it's very unfortunate. So anyways, taking away the accessory, not accessories, getting in close on Breakdown's head sculpt, I think they did a bang up job. Again, all these Stunticon's head sculpts are just really well done. I just love the deep blue paint they use. and the red paint for the face and those sort of greenish yellow eyes. Very, very nice. And again, all these guys have really nice chest pieces here. You get some really nice silver paint and blue paint. Again, some nice sculpt work. Not too crazy about the, we saw in Wild Rider too, but I think because Wild Rider had the sort of the black deco, it wasn't as, it wasn't as obvious, but yeah, those screw holes are a little bit unsightly. And going down the figure, again, for some reason, my copy has blue showing through here, and this is like painted over white. I'm not sure what that's all about. And then the whole lower legs are all paint. And one thing, one problem with this is that these are the same holes that you connect to Menasor's legs, and they are very, very tight. Because they're painted, they seem a lot smaller. So Wild Riders I didn't have a problem with his. But the fact that breakdowns are painted, I didn't think that was a good choice, because over time, I definitely think the insides of these holes are going to get worn down and scratched. So anyways, that is breakdown. And basically, there he is from the back. Now, I know I kind of have him mistransformed, but I definitely like, I like having him as, having a full backpack instead of like separating this. I just think it looks weird. I think the silhouette looks a lot better this way. So anyways, plugging in Breakdown's single blaster. I'm not gonna let that down. Just like so salty about that. Anyways, so bringing in all the Stunticons. Here we go. So we have Breakdown, Wild Rider, Drag Strip, see if I can get him all in the shot here, and Dead, and whoa, there goes Drag Strip. So let me just put these guys back so we can get them all in the shot. Come on, Drag Strip, and Dead, and there, and let me just pan up a little bit here. Okay, so there they are, the Stunticons. So I think the strongest of these four is I'd probably say Drag Strip, Dead End, Wild Rider, Breakdown. That's kind of my top four ranking there. I've grown to sort of love Dead End, and Drag Strip is great, of course. And Wild Rider and Breakdown, just taking these guys off, we'll do a quick comparison here. Wild Rider and Breakdown, as you can see, let me just get them in a neutral pose. We can compare them here. You can see the chest is all redone. Everything else has been sort of recycled. That's what I was talking about on Wild Rider. Those screw holes are not as prominent on Wild Rider. Obviously, the head sculpt is different, but and the waist piece is different too. The waist has been resculpted, and the legs are exactly the same. But again, on Wild Rider, you don't have the problem of these the painted parts on the legs. Whereas Breakdown, I'm not sure why they decided to paint this, but I do like, the chest piece has been redone as well, but I do like the blue and white deco, and the paint is really nice. I mean, it's a really nice shade of blue. So anyways, that is how they look side by side. Say cheese. Here's a group photo of the Transformers Legacy Stunticons from left to right. Dead End, Breakdown, Motormaster, Wild Rider, and Drag Strip. There they are. Just a quick comparison in robot mode. Let's take a look at their vehicle mode comparisons. And just a quick comparison in vehicle mode. So Transformers Legacy Stunticons from left to right again. Dead End, Breakdown, Motormaster, Wild Rider, and Drag Strip. So let's take a look at Menasor all combined here, and this guy is definitely a powerhouse, and I just love the way he looks. A few things here and there, but we'll get into that in just a sec. But let's take a look at the details. Here he is all combined. So we've already seen Drag Strip for the right arm and Dead End for the left. One of my main problems is his sword in combined mode is just way too small. I'm probably gonna get an upgrade kit to make that a little bit bigger. For Motormaster it's fine, but in combined mode for Menasor it's just a little too small. So anyways, we've kind of gone over this a few times here, but just taking a look at that chest, awesome detail here. Really love the big Decepticon logo on the chest. And Menasor's head is just awesome as well. Very nice silver paint on the face and some red eyes. And very, very Menasor, menacing. So going down here, lots of nice detailing, some nice purple paint there on Menasor's waist there. Now, going down the legs here. So turning them around. Again, we have Wild Rider and Breakdown on the back of the legs, and because the Breakdown's only one gun, I just kind of stored it back here. There's a 5mm port right there, so I just kind of put that in storage. Again, not sure why he only came with one, but Basically, I already covered that. So anyways, that's how he looks from the back. And yeah, he's a solid figure. I think my main issue with this guy, as far as articulation, he's very articulated. His arms are on ratchets, very nice, very satisfying ratchets on the arms. Also it can go all the way around. So he's got plenty of rotation at the arms. One of my other problems is the head. I don't like how these parts, they kind of get in the way of posing. So if you want to have his head like that and you kind of turn to the side, it does block his view. And that is really too bad. I wish this is kind of fold down or something like that. Very unfortunate because that head sculpt is just so nice. You want to be able to show it off. He's got a beautiful waist swivel here, very tight. And again, this guy is just super solid. He's got 90-degree at the arms, and he does have rotation here. Nice. I don't know why they have wrist rotation, a ratchet joint there, but it's very satisfying. So tons of articulation on the upper part. On the bottom, he can do the full splits, basically. It's hard to get this guy all in the camera, so he's so big. But basically, he can do the full splits. And he has an upper thigh rotation, and he can kick back that much. Again, very satisfying ratchet joints on this guy. And he can kick forward that much. Tons of movement on the legs here. And he has a knee bend. This joint is actually very tight, which is very nice. So you can see he has about a 90-degree at the knee there. And he does have some ankle movement there. He's got some ankle rocker pivot there. So very deep pivot there. And nothing really, a little bit of movement on the toe there. So for the most part, this guy is highly articulated. Again, just a few little beefs here, especially with the head. But everything seems very solid and satisfying. So anyways, let's pause and we'll give you my final thoughts on Legacy Menasor. Okay, so some final thoughts here for Transformers Legacy Combined Mode Menasor. So again, overall a great figure, just so solid and just miles and miles above those Combined Wars figures we got years ago. I think the engineering is great, everything is great. Just a few little gripes here and there, like I mentioned about the head. And I do wish that, I know it's cartoon accurate with the cars on the back of the feet there, but I do wish there was some way they could have engineered the knee to turn the figure around like that. I do think aesthetically, it looks more pleasing to have the cars on the front. I don't know, because you have the cars on the arms there. I just think, like, aesthetically, for me personally, I kind of do like the cars on the front. I know it's cartoon accurate to have it like this, and it is nice that they sort of, kind of did like a fake, car parts molded into the front here. But just, I don't know, to me, it looks a little bit barren, a little bit empty here. It doesn't have sort of the beef and the bulk of like what the arms look like. So I do wish they could have made a way. I know we'll probably get some third-party kit that'll have an extra little joint or something, a little clip or something to have some articulation on the knees if you have the cars facing the front. Again, cartoon actually versus personal preference. Anyways, again, I think this is just a super solid figure, and I think they did a bang-up job. I do think the sword is just a little bit too small for combined mode, and the gun, I hate the gun. I'm sorry, I'm not going to display it with the gun. It's that part of the figure, as far as like the parts forming, it is nice how everything integrates into the trailer, but as far as like a gun, it's pretty lame. That gun is just it's garbage to me at this point. So anyways, this has been the review for Transformers Legacy Menasor. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Matt in Japan. Have a great day.